Let us spend a few moments integrating this peace into our mind, our body, our spirit. Fully embracing it as our true nature. Affirm yourself to be an expression of the infinite. Though we have an individualized experience and being, we are a part of the whole, the one, expressing as me, as you, as all that is. When we can fully acknowledge that, all limitations fall away. All divisions between us and others can dissolve. From this place, we affirm that each individual existing now in this time with us is also an emanation of the infinite, one with us and with all things. We see everyone on this planet in their full spiritual radiance, expressing through their true nature, healthy, healed, whole. May we go into this day seeing all as our divine brothers and sisters, allowing circumstances to unfold in their own divine timing. And meeting challenges with our spiritual power and presence, knowing that all is well and in divine order, no matter what it looks like to us. Let's chant Om together, sealing this time of meditation with sacred sound and sending a healing vibration to all points in the universe. May our thoughts be aligned with Dharma. May our speech be aligned with Dharma. May our heart and our every action be aligned with Dharma. And so it is. Om, peace. Amen. This morning I am blessed to feel deeply connected in God and the divine grace flowing in the universe. I just feel good in my soul. It's a great feeling to have and nothing we can control, so I embrace it when I have it. It makes me feel a little introspective though, so I just have a few things to share, and I'd love to hear from you if you have anything to share. in the realm of spiritual practice and right living. Currently I'm reading Phil Goldberg's book, The Life of Yogananda, and it's so great to have another perspective on the life of Paramahansa Yogananda. I don't know if you've read Autobiography of a Yogi yet, but it's a good read, entertaining and profound and amazing. And this new book, very new book, it just came out in April, refers to a lot that is in Autobiography of a Yogi, mainly because that's where we have most of the history of the life of Yogananda. Anything we know about him, a lot of it came out of that book. And then there's a book that Yogananda's brother wrote that has a lot of information on his young life. And it's a fresh perspective on his life. And the section where I am now is the retelling of his meeting with his guru, Swami Yukteswar. And I think about, the relationship of a guru and the student, and how it's often mystified and spoken of as this otherworldly experience, the actual meeting and all of that. And that happens for people. And it happened in a way for me also. I was just blown away by the presence of who is now my teacher. But what struck me as I was reading it and after in contemplation, there's the phrase that is, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, which is so true. And I was reflecting upon how the finding and dedication to study under one's teacher is a reflection of our receptivity to inner guidance. When we are open and receptive to be led by the inner teacher, then often we are guided to a path, a practice, a teacher, or something that is just right for us. And then it appears to us to be, an act of God, or, what an amazing coincidence, or, some divine experience, which of course it is. But it's a culmination of our own inner work that we've been doing that brings our awareness of what's available for us. It brings a receptivity that aligns what we're looking for with us, and we get set on a path. And for some, the teacher is a physical person. For some, the teacher is a set of teachings that speak directly to us. For some, it's a tradition with not necessarily the guru relationship, but a tradition. And sometimes we come full circle back to where we were first inspired but said, oh, but that's not for me. And sometimes we end up right back there. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've seen it happen with people in Christianity where they gave up Christianity in their earlier years of life, and then in their spiritual maturity are able to embrace it from a place of maturity and appreciate the teachings of Jesus and the scriptures. So each individual that has an experience of having a spiritual teacher that they study with and attribute their spiritual advancement to is, in my view, experiencing the unfolding of their inner teacher and having someone to experience that with. Someone that they can talk to about it, someone who can encourage them and guide them when needed. But always, 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 we are on an individual, personal journey with God, if that's your journey, but with the inner teacher that is awakening more and more and more as we practice more and more and more. So, as I was reading about Yogananda meeting his teacher, he had been practicing his meditation and cultivating this devotion. He's so devotional. And saying, I will meet my teacher, and I'm going to go look for my teacher. And he placed his attention on several teachers before he found his ultimate teacher, thinking, okay, this must be it, this must be it, this must be it, But when he found his heart teacher, his guru, was when he was ready to commit himself to practice and study in a really dedicated way, and once he had matured. So, now those are my reflections on the student-teacher meeting and a little bit about the relationship that I wanted to share with you this morning. It's just what's on my mind from reading this book. So, the airwaves are open for you to share with me this morning. I look forward to it, and I thank you for listening.